We are overreacting as Harp, Anthony, Jim, and Steve join the show. We got the whole Brady Bunch here for you. Steve, let's start with you, considering you were at least able to be at the park on Saturday. How do you think the players and manager Luis Rojas feel about how this weekend went?
Yeah, it's over, Doug. No need to even go through with the season. It's pretty clear at this point that the Mets don't have it. No, I don't think anybody's that concerned, nor should they be. And I understand the tendency to really read into these two games because they're the only game action that we get to see before the season starts. But, you know, being here at summer camp, the Mets bats have not seemed like they were so far behind the way they did this weekend. And that's not going up against nobody. It's going up against some pretty good pitching that the Mets have as well. I think they're going to be absolutely fine. You know, the one slight concern is that you don't have that much time to get in the groove like you were kind of discussing, but I don't think that these Mets bats will be anywhere behind most of the other bats that exist around the league. I think they're going to be just fine.
Kind of becoming the hot button issue with Robinson Cano hitting in the 3 spot. I know Rojas explained it as he wants to get him at bats, but he cannot be in that 3 spot when the season starts. And you just hope that it's Rojas's call as the manager and not Brodie Van Wagenen's, because you know you would hate to think at this point it's still a matter of trying to make that trade look good. I mean, this team is ready to win. They got plenty of firepower in that lineup. You can't have Cano in the 3 spot and then Cespedes sitting behind him, especially when you're not sure yet what you're going to get out of Cespedes.
They certainly didn't look as comfortable in the box. They were a little bit more aggressive. They only saw 113 pitches in the entire game in 9 innings. That's not a good recipe for a team looking to do some damage and score a lot of runs. So, just as long as they can be a little bit more patient throughout the regular season, hunt their pitch and do that regularly, I think they'll be fine. And let's not overreact. We're overreacting, but let's not overreact too much to one game.
I like it. Even though it's the name of the segment, let's not do that thing. Jim, in terms of the bullpen, I was fascinated watching the depth of both the Yankees and the Mets bullpens this weekend. A lot of those Mets guys, Seth Lugo looked impressive. Jerry's Familia did as well. Silver lining there in how the bullpen arms looked this weekend to you?
I would say this, with Diaz, the way he looked, that was encouraging, right? We know what he means to the back end of the bullpen. And I would say that for me, the story was Familia more than anything else, watching him. And I think that looks like, obviously, the weight that he had gotten off, that he shed has helped him a lot. I talked to somebody in the front office the other day, and they felt like the weight allowed him to maybe extend a little bit more on his fastball, give him a little bit more deception, a little bit more life, stuff that we didn't see with that fastball. And then, of course, the split finger on top of that helps, the difference in velocity and the change in the grip that he and Jeremy Hefner work. So I think that obviously helps a lot.